News on the news at 12, I am Bukola Taylor Cole. President Bola Tinubu says that China-African relations is a foundation built on trust, mutual respect, and the pursuit of common goals. The president said, therefore, it is crucial that the two parties maintain the momentum through peaceful dialogue, transparent business practices, and diplomatic conflict resolution. Now, this was the high point of President Tinubu's address at the opening session of the Forum for Africa-China Cooperation, FOCAC, in China. He said these shared values will ensure that the bond between Africa and China continue to deepen and benefit both regions for the generations yet to come. President Tinubu explained that the success of FOCAC and broader partnership emphasized the important truth that global progress is not a zero-sum game, but by working together and looking for the win-win solutions, both parties create opportunities for success, people development, and shared prosperity.
Strategic agreement and a shared vision of growth. Throughout our journey, there have been defining moments that have shaped this partnership. China has consistently demonstrated its commitment to Africa, not only through financial and developmental support, but also through cultural exchanges that bring our people closer and closer together. The establishment of the Institute and Chinese cultural centers across Africa exemplifies the depth of our cultural fusion and shared learning. A landmark of our relationship came in year 2000 with the establishment of and strengthening our economic ties and reaffirming our commitment to mutual progress.
The Nigerian leader added that China's Belt and Road Initiative align with Africa's infrastructure goals under the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. The economic partnership trade between Africa and China has grown exponentially, reaching an estimated $280 billion. Now, the National Economic Council has called for more collaboration and planning among the sub-national governments to ensure a holistic approach towards the provision of effective palliatives for flood victims across the country. Arising from its latest meeting, which was presided over by Vice President Kashim Shettima, the Council reconstituted the Flood Committee, which has governors of Kogi, Bayelsa, Oyo, Ebonyi, Jigawa, and Bauchi as members. Briefing State House correspondents after the meeting, Governor of Nasarawa State Abdullahi Sule explained that all the state governments have been given till Monday next week to submit details of the damage caused by the recent flooding in their states.
Council also has decided that by Monday, there is also going to be Monday will be the deadline for all the states of the Federation to submit detail of damages, including farms, schools, bridges that have been affected by the last flood. And Mr. Chairman mentioned that it will be taken into consideration for appropriate support to the various states. Also, the Bayelsa State Governor had been added as a member. So this is the new, very strong membership of the Flood Committee that will continue to address Council henceforth.
Also in attendance at the meeting is the founder of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Bill Gates, and businessman Aliko Dangote. They had a robust discussion on the state of nutrition in the country. Minister of Health Professor Ali Pate disclosed that the Council has agreed to set up a food and nutrition security task force at the national and sub-national levels towards ensuring that acute malnutrition is addressed.
Multi-sectoral governance and coordination platform to ensure that we address the challenge of acute malnutrition, moderate malnutrition, and over time, even the stunting that we're faced with as a country, and to ensure that the resources begin to be put in place in 2025 budgets as we come towards that cycle, so that states also have line items for budget on nutrition. Just children grow to be healthy, have the cognitive capacity that will drive.
Now, meanwhile, following the recent spate of security challenges across the country, discussions surrounding the establishment of state police was reconsidered. Consequently, all the state governments that are yet to submit their positions on the creation of state police have till Monday next week to do so, as decisions arrived by the council will be considered binding and agreed by all. The federal government has declared a state of emergency at the Onne Port in Rivers State in response to repeated incidences of dangerous cargo importation, including rifles and ammunition. In a statement by the Controller General of Customs, Bashir Adeniyi, the recurring incidents pose a threat to national security, adding that the health of citizens at the Onne Port is increasingly being used as a destination for dangerous and illicit cargo, describing it as a disturbing trend. According to him, 12 containers of illicit goods were intercepted through a combination intelligence gathering, inter-agency collaboration, and meticulous physical examination. Adeniyi added that the agency will be conducting thorough examinations of all suspected containers for the next 3 months, stating that if the owners do not come for the examination, the containers will be opened for verification. He assured Nigerians that the Nigeria Customs Service will continue to be a formidable force in the fight against smuggling and illegal importation of harmful goods. And the Lagos State government has extended the work-from-home policy for civil servants due to the rising cost of living. In a statement, Lagos State Head of Service, Bode Agoro, said the government has extended the flexible work initiative for another 3 months to assuage the effects of the removal of petrol subsidy. Now, recall that in February, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu announced that workers on grade levels 0 to 14 should work from home for 2 days a week, while those on grade levels 15 to 17 should work from home for 1 day. Now, moving on to sports, the Minister of Sports Development, John Eno, has praised Esther Nwogu for securing Nigeria's second medal, a silver in the women's 41 kilograms powerlifting category at the ongoing Paralympic Games in Paris. Isao Ogunkunle eyes Paralympic table tennis medal when he faces experienced star and two-time Paralympic Games gold medalist South Korea's Kim Jong-un in the semi-finals on Saturday, September 7. We have details in this report.
Nwogu also set 2 new Paralympic records in the process as she lifted 118 kg in her final attempt, just 1 kilogram shy of the gold medal, which was claimed by China's Jing Chun with a lift of 119 kg. Nwogu's earlier attempt of 106 kg and 112 kg had already positioned her as a strong contender, but it was her record-breaking 118 kg lift that secured her the silver medal. Nwogu's silver medal means Nigeria continues her strong showing at the Paralympic Games following Eniola Bolaji's history bronze in para-badminton earlier in the week. Bolaji became the first African to win a medal in badminton, defeating her Ukrainian opponent in the women's singles SL3 event. The minister, who has been in Paris to support Team Nigeria, expressed his pride in the athletes' achievement. He emphasized the importance of resilience and belief in their abilities, urging the entire team to continue striving for podium finishes. Also, Nigeria Isao Ogunkunle is thrilled by his famous win over Francis Maxime Thomas in the quarterfinals of the men's Class 4 table tennis event of the Paris Olympic Games. The Ogun State athletes became the star attraction at the South Paris Arena after silencing the home crowd with a stunning 3-1 victory over Thomas to book a place in the semi-finals of the competition. The unseeded Nigerian, the only African left in the competition after the exit of 7 Nigerian teammates and Egyptian counterparts, played his heart out to keep the continent's hope alive for a medal. Having previously suffered 2 defeats against the Frenchman in their 2 encounters at Tokyo 2020 and the Italian Open in 2022, Ogunkunle was determined to come out victorious this time. After losing the first game 9-11, Ogunkunle fought like a Trojan with the intent of disappointing the French fans. Ogunkole celebrated his victory with a triumphant shout, earning applause from the crowd. An excited Ogunkole described the win as the best of his career and promised to leave Paris with the gold medal. Ogunkole, who has already taken down 2 top seeds on his way to the semi-final, will face another experienced star and 2-time Paralympic Games gold medalist, South Korea's Kim Yong-gun, in the semi-finals on Saturday, September 7th.
On the foreign scene, the community of Winder, Georgia is grieving 2 students and 2 teachers who were killed in the shooting at Appalachia High School. It is the deadliest of 45 school shootings so far this year. Authorities have arrested 14-year-old suspect Colt Gray, who has been accused of being the shooter. He will be charged with murder and will be handled as an adult as he moves through the criminal justice system. Jose and Barrow County Sheriff Judd Smith said he was not sure when Gray would make his first court appearance, but noted that it would be within a reasonable amount of time. The police say the weapon used in the shooting was an AR platform weapon, but did not provide any information on how investigators believe the weapon was obtained or any other details on the weapon and ammunition used. Authorities are investigating how the weapon was brought into the school. All schools in the Barrow County, which includes the high school, have been placed on lockdown, and police were sent out for an abundance of caution to all district high schools. For more news, connect with Lagos Television on these social media platforms. Many thanks for watching the news at 12. Please remember to call Lagos toll-free lines 767 or 112 in case of emergencies. I am Bukola Taylor Cole. Good afternoon.